Welcome to Rewind the Podcast. On this episode, I will get another podcast host.
Yes, come on, roll tide.
Because I don't want to be one of them girls crying at the concert.
It's giving Beyonce's not above critique.
Beyonce's not above critique.
And Beyonce was giving me Percocet.
Ooh, I love this question.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is a fun one.
Is Beyonce in the Illuminati?
Would Beyonce be as famous if Aaliyah was still alive?
What's Beyonce's biggest miss?
Is the Beehive the worst fandom?
Barbs are crazy.
This question is crazy! Did you study?
Okay.
Everybody, let's get information.
There's $1 billion on the elevator.
I'm Dr. Cleopatra and I'm a whole lot of. It's like, girl, reel it in. When chicken move every chicken bunny, you're a little off.
I don't want to do this again.
The Barbs is like old bitches. That's when people realized Beyonce was black. Not the birthers being after Beyonce next.
This lights my fire.
Is Beyonce country? That's what you get. That's exactly what you get.
I hit that and my titty at the same time.
You're doing too much. You settle down.
I needed energy.
Energy.
Yes.
All right, Blake, I have a question for you.
Tell me.
Do you have an alter ego?
I tried. When I was doing music, I tried to just go by
Rackley.
Rackley.
I forgot about that. That's hilarious.
I did. I was like, I'm going to go by my last name. I'm going to go by Rackley. And when people see me on stage, they're going to call me Rackley. And then someone would be like, hey, Blake. And I'd be like, yeah. It was bad.
And you would like introduce yourself to people as Rackley. It was so...
The first time I did that in front of you, you were like, what is happening right now?
I was like, girl.
And some people still know me by that. So they're like, what's up, Rackley? And I'm like, oh.
Not you doing a rebrand and forgetting your own rebrand.
My rebrand.
I always wonder about that with people who like don't use, like when they use a stage name. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, so your whole life you've been John. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you Jamie Foxx. Mm-hmm. So how do you in your brain go from answering to John, from John to Jamie Foxx?
It was, it didn't do
You're
what I
not
thought
Jamie
it was.
Foxx.
I'm not Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
And it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. I would literally meet people and I was like, hey, I'm Rackley. And then it'd be like, Rackley. And I'm like, oh, you can call me Blake. Like immediately I would give up the ghost. I was like, I don't know how they do, like but especially like Jamie still sounds like a name. It is a name.
Yeah. But it's
like,
not his name.
Like Lady Gaga.
That's true.
If I was Stephanie Germanotta and they were like, Lady Gaga, I mean, they call her Gaga, which still feels like a nickname.
Or Lady.
It's just weird. So that was my alter ego, and it has since gone off to live
elsewhere. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah. What about you?
No, I'm not an alter ego girl.
No?
I've worked really hard to curate this personality. Mm-hmm. I'm not making another bitch. Mm-hmm. This one's what we got.
Maybe you should. Maybe that one would be nicer.
She wouldn't.
Okay. She'd be meaner.
Do you want to try her out?
Do I want to try her out? Yeah.
No. You get no nicer than what this person is. Oh. It only gets worse. So I'm going to warn you, count your blessings. I don't say like 92% of the things I think.
Which is weird because some of the stuff you does say is really out of pocket and ugly.
Exactly. So count your blessings. Mm-hmm. Be happy with what you get.
Got it. Sounds good. Why'd you ask me that?
Blake, don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. I'm really trying to do this right. So
out here looking like a golden ticket.
The reason I have on my black and yellow is because of buzz, baby. Because we're talking about the Queen Bee.
Boom, boom.
Today.
Yes.
Who also has her alter ego, Sasha Fierce, who we love.
Yes.
So I'm like a Beyonce stan. Mm-hmm. I have loved her since the moment I knew her. Mm-hmm. I'm here in my Destiny's Corner for people who are listening and not watching. The reason I have a whole corner dedicated to these women is because my love for them grows stronger and stronger and stronger by the day. In my very humble opinion, there is no better performer living today than Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter, okay?
Is that her real name?
Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter.
Well, you love giving people a fake middle name.
Okay, I will get another podcast host because this is, again, a pop culture. You didn't know her name is Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter?
You literally call our friend Anthony Marie, and that is not his middle name. You give people weird middle names all the time. So excuse me for not knowing what's on her birth certificate.
Well, the real fans do.
Okay.
I love her so much. Listen, she just does everything so well. It's always so well thought out. She always looks amazing. The music is always top notch. The products, hit or miss, but Okay.
Okay.
Sacred is out now. Oh, I've only heard good reviews. I have not tried it yet personally.
Is that the parfum?
No, baby, that's the hair products. Did you study at all for this podcast?
I don't
love her like I love her.
Okay.
And you don't know her like I know her.
What was the perfume that she came out with? Hillary Duff. See, exactly.
Not you comparing
I'm not comparing.
Hillary Luann to Beyonce
middle
Giselle
name.
Knowles Carter. Don't
Made up the
don't
name.
get cussed out on this podcast, okay? I love Beyonce so much. Tell me obviously Blake has proven he don't love her the way I love her, but tell me what you think about her.
I'm not going to ride at dawn for her, but I mean.
You are really trying to get cussed out.
I'm not trying to get cussed
crazy.
out. I enjoy
You're being
Beyonce.
disrespectful.
I'm a huge Beyonce fan. Not to the point where I know what her hairline is. Do I look like I need it? Exactly.
Yes.
Look I will
Don't
cuss
ask
you
me-
out 7 ways from Sunday. I will cuss you and those 7 alter egos out. Say something else smart to me.
That was rhetorical. Okay, I thought you was asking for real. Go ahead.
Sitting out here looking like Wonka's golden ticket. Anyways. Oh, come on now.
Jealousy.
Wait, hold on. I'm back.
You are stupid.
Okay, when it comes to Beyonce, love the music, love the performance. Have not been to a show like it, and I've only been to the
I thought you
latest
were about
show.
to say I've never been to a show. I'm like, bitch, did we go together to that?
I went
I
to
was
the
very
Renaissance.
confused.
But like, I've heard some of the other shows are even just like.
Oh no, I've seen her 4 times.
Exactly.
And I've never not. I saw Lemonade twice.
Okay.
I went the first time with my mom and my cousin. And then I went the second time with my friends. And like my second time I went, I was in the rafters. I have never had more fun at a concert.
Oh yeah.
I went in Atlanta, so you know the Negroes was there. Me being one of the Negroes. I had to go with my people.
Okay.
Don't you getting uncomfortable? You're doing the uncomfortable white people laugh. It's hilarious.
You can. I got a little nervous.
It's okay. I can say Negroes if I want to.
Yes.
So I had to go with my people. I had the best time. It was people like hanging over the banister. People were standing up in their chairs. People were doing full-on dance routines. There is no show like a Beyonce show.
That I will attest to. Even when we were even when we were at Renaissance, people in the aisles dancing.
Yes.
Our producer Angelo danced the night away. I had a little pink cowboy hat. I mean, it was great. And
great.
Some of those songs were not even as like
Yeah.
because she started slow.
Yeah.
I remember that, and that was just amazing too.
She started with Dangerously in Love.
Yes, that's like one of your top Beyonce
Oh my gosh,
songs.
I could have cried real tears. I didn't cry because I was like, just in case she filming me, because I don't want to be one of them girls crying at the concert.
She's like, I'm a bad bitch.
Just in case there is a hidden camera and I end up on the visuals at some point. I want it to be, so I made sure the whole time I was like,
pose.
you know? But I could have actually cried actual real tears.
Yes.
That's how much I love this woman. Also, I have one bone to pick before we get started.
Okay.
I can love Beyonce and not be like a worshiper of Beyonce.
Amen.
Like, I can love her and like love like the creativity and the products and the vision, and I can still believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Like we can just love her as an artist. It don't have to be like 0 to 100. I just want to be clear before we even get going. I love Beyonce. I worship nobody but the one.
Come on. Speak on it.
Thank you.
Put your hands up.
So before y'all get cute and cussed out in the comments, because, you know, I'll come over there and cuss you clean out. I'm a Christian, but, you know, I'm a Christian who cuss.
On the south side of heaven. That's what's up. And I will add on.
Hold on, I got to finger my finger.
Okay, that will get us in trouble.
Oh, is that bad?
I don't need people coming to our studio. Okay? Woo! And as much as you love Beyonce, she's also not above critique.
She is not above critique. You're right. And I do love her. Which leads us into what we're going to do today.
Yes.
So we thought it'd be fun to have our producer, Angelo, scour the internet for the most like out-of-pocket conspiracy theory questions regarding the Queen Bee.
Yes. Because if you want to truly know about Beyonce, the internet exists. We call it Beyonce's internet for a reason.
We do.
Yes. And she's been around since what?
Okay, now you want me to be the Beyonce factualization person?
Yeah, go ahead.
1998, I believe.
Now you want me to do it? She started in January.
I believe that's when the first Destiny's Child album came out.
Okay.
We're going to get fact checked. Thank you very much.
Okay. So 98.
Yeah. So yeah, we've known her since 1998.
Yeah.
I was in second grade. I didn't know her a long time.
Yes, I've been introduced to Beyonce. So if you want to know about her, you should already know about her. That's what we're saying. Yeah.
Get
out from under that rock.
Yeah. So we decided that this would be like a fun way to kind of like prep for the album that comes out next week.
Yes. Are you excited for that album?
No, hey, I'm not excited at all. Don't ask me dumb questions. We already not just saying.
Well, I know you don't like country music, so.
Okay, I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna have on rhinestones, cowboy boots, and my little hat. You know, I have a recurring dream that I interview Dolly Parton in Dollywood.
Yes, I do.
Like, I do love country music when it's good.
When it's good.
All right, so do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay, so like she said, these are some crazy questions. I'm going to shake the bowl, which is just a sweet tea pitcher from the South.
So ghetto.
Our first crazy conspiracy question.
I should like not be that crazy. Be like, what's Beyonce's favorite color?
Is Beyonce the reason behind Destiny's Child rotating chair?
Ooh.
Starting right off, is Beyonce a mean girl?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that like Beyonce's every celebrity's favorite celebrity.
Okay. Speak on it.
So like if she were a bitch like that, I feel like we would have known. Somebody would have said something to us by now.
I feel that. Because who was it recently that everybody was like, no, we don't like her? It was somebody. Good stuff, right? This is why you come to this podcast. This is great. No, because you talked about it in our first episode. If you haven't ever seen our first episode, go back and watch it.
I was doing a call. We're off the rails, guys.
We're not off the rails.
We're on
You
the rails.
literally
We're on the
talked
rails.
about it in the first episode. Go back and watch our first episode if you want. But you talked about the rotating chair and how that was a big pop culture moment for you.
Yeah. I think that the problem with that situation is that she got a lot of flack for her father, Matthew. Mm-hmm. I think he was probably the problem, but because of their familial relationship, I think from the vantage point of like the outside looking in, it looked like it might have been her. But now that, history has told us that it was Matthew.
Because he's had his own
problems.
And
so
he was like, my daughter is going to be the star.
Yeah, and I don't think that. What do you think?
I'm not going to lie. As someone who's not as deep into the Beyonce hive for a while there, I believed it. Because...
That don't surprise me.
Shut up. Because let me tell you why. There was a lot of lore on the internet about how she would get into it sometimes, or maybe they wouldn't work as hard. And, that's where that whole joke started. Like, do you ever think you're the Beyonce of the group? Which I've already told you I don't like. But looking back now, like you're saying, too much time has passed. And we've seen interviews from the other girls who've been in Destiny's Child.
Yeah. Shout out to Terrell Grace, because he gave us all the tea on the Terrell Show.
Yes. LaToya Latavia, the L Twins.
Latavia. God dang.
Educate me.
Not the L Twins. You call it that. Latoya and Latavia.
Yes.
He also had Kelly and Michelle. He said everybody but Beyonce.
Yes.
Beyonce.
And I love it.
And they have a great relationship. We just saw them at the Renaissance show.
Weren't they in the movie?
Yeah, they're in the movie.
Yeah.
So then we had like our Destiny's Child reunion with all 5 girls.
That movie was fierce.
Which
saw
I
3
would
times.
love for that to be a part of one of the acts. Like a song with all 5 girls on it.
Oh.
Minus Farrah.
Why?
She don't get to be in it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Nice. Well, I think it's your turn to draw. You draw.
This messy. This question is messy.
Let me hear it.
Is the Beehive the worst fandom?
Oh, I can start by answering that. No. They do a lot, but no.
I heard somebody say this, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was Miss Kev on Stage on their podcast.
Okay.
She said the difference between the Beyonce, the Beehive, and these other hoes. She didn't say hoes. That's me. Ad-libbing. So don't quote her on this. The difference between the Beehive and them other hoes is the Beehive, we love Beyonce. Like, our love for Beyonce is big, but we don't go, like, fighting other people. It's not like our hate for some other artist is, like, the thing driving us. Because, like, some of these other fandoms, and I'm going to call y'all out, the Barbs?
The Barbs.
Nightmare. Nightmare. They be calling up to your job and stuff. Now, everybody, hold on to your wig. The Swifties.
The Swifties.
Girl.
We have friends that we love down. Swifties.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
And I think it's because they're so young. That's the difference. Like, the Barbs is like old bitches being rude. Like, they should know better. Ma'am, you are 48.
Raven's phone number is...
But ma'am, you this goes to AARP. Why are you riding this hard for this lady who don't know you?
Yes, who's currently on her tour doing karaoke.
Literally. Okay, well, they really go drag you. I didn't say that.
Again, Raven's number is.
And then the Swifties, I feel like, are super young, which I give them a little bit more of a pass because, like, they really don't be knowing no better.
This is the thing about Swifties, though, is there's some of it that's fun.
Yeah.
Like when we do Easter eggs and it's like, oh, what's in the music video?
Yeah.
When I can't get through just scrolling on Twitter and someone's like, she was outside in a purple shirt and it meant this because purple goes to Speak Now, but Speak Now also goes to Reputation, but she did red before she did red. And I'm like, oh my God, stop.
Well, I think that that's not a problem. That's not even what bothers me. It's the like going into other people's comments because they've like might have wrong Taylor and then y'all be wrong, loud and wrong. And going in other people's comments and like people have to turn off their notifications and all that, calling the people jobs and stuff. That's the stuff that I can't get into. So no, I don't think that the Beehive is the worst fandom. I've named two. Who was worse though?
So I'll agree with you on the Barbs and also the Swifties because one of the Barbs, I don't know if you heard about this a couple weeks ago, flew to a stand of Dula Peep's house and was in their yard trying to confront them.
You are lying.
And it was all over Twitter. His crack was hanging out. I'm one to talk. His crack was hanging out, and they were chasing him through the woods with like a light. It was given, the light is coming to give back. And it was literally, he was chasing him, and he was like, you seriously got on a plane from Arizona, flew to my house to settle beef about who is better, Nicki or Dua Lipa, Dula Peep. Barbs are crazy.
No,
but
that's literally crazy.
Here's the tea, and it makes me wonder about Dula Peep fans.
What are they called? The PPs? The Peeps.
The Peeps.
What's their name?
The Doulas.
The Doulas.
That's just...
That's something else.
No, this was the thing. This is where I said, okay, I do not stand any celebrity this hard.
Either.
I will not ride hard for any celebrity.
I'm not getting on the airplane for nobody whose last name ain't Dawson.
Amen. The Dula Peep fan was like getting into the beef with this person. He was like, oh yeah, you think you're so big and bad? This is my house. This is my address. Come find me. And I said, now I don't feel sorry for you.
No, why would you do that?
Why would you do that? You're doxing yourself?
Doxing yourself.
And this is,
and
okay.
you know the Barbs are crazy. You know they're going to come after you.
And this is the thing, too, with Swifties. I love Taylor Swift. I was given free tickets to a concert. I cried. I enjoy her music. Anytime something drops, well, I got free tickets to the hardest tour in the world to go to.
Yeah.
So this is the thing that bothers me about
Swifties.
It's the fact that when the Beehive gets riled up, Beyonce is like, we're not doing all that. And they'll go, okay.
She gets us together.
Some of the other people, they'll get riled up, and the stars will just be like, I can't help it. My fans are my fans.
Or worse, they send them over there. Because there's been times where I felt like some other celebrities sent their people over there.
You want to make a quick $20?
And they say inflammatory things on purpose to send people over to them other people's comments. And I don't like that.
I don't like that either. It's messy.
And so I will say, Beyonce, I feel like has a good, when she sees things getting out of hand, she will jump in and be like, nah, y'all need to relax.
I feel that. Anyways, Nicki and Taylor, we love you.
Blake's views are his own.
Okay, we got another one. Is Beyonce nice? We always wonder that about our favorite celebrity.
Yeah, I think she's nice.
I think she's nice too.
I mean, everyone, like I said, everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's the best. She's so sweet. And I also love that she like sends people flowers all the time. And she like in the Meghan and Harry documentary, like she sent Meghan this really sweet text message that was like, you're brought here to like break generational curses. We saw on Instagram a while back that she like sent Renee roses after she saw that Renee sang one of her songs at the show. Cheryl Lee Ralph, who I love. I am a Cheryl Lee Ralph stan as well.
You met her.
I did meet her once. When she won whatever award she won recently, Beyonce sent her flowers and was like, you're the original dream girl. Like, I think we have enough documented that like she is like a nice person.
I think a lot of people mix up being a boss with being nice. Because there's so many times at work you have to make decisions that you're like, no, we're doing it this way. And we saw in the Renaissance thing where she said, I have to go pretty much 10 times harder than anybody else.
Right.
And then that guy was like, no, you don't really want that. She was like, I do.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do it.
Worse, he lied and said they didn't have it, and they did.
Yeah, she goes, oh, I just looked it up online, and we have it. It was like a camera angle or
and
something.
It's like that kind of thing, too. It's like, of course, like, this is her career. Unlike some other celebrities, no shade, no disrespect, she has not built her career around who she's dating and like the like allure of celebrity. It's always been about the music. And so like, of course she's gonna take that more seriously, like her art and her craft. So if the bitch says she want a camera, you better find a camera.
That part.
When she says she wants the lights to look a certain way, you better get down there and get it. Because this is this is like her thing. So yeah.
Yeah. If you've ever met Beyonce, comment below. Tell us how the experience was. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna pick. Okay, my turn.
Okay. You go ahead.
Ooh, I love this question.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is a fun one. Who would Beyonce be married to if it was not Mr. Z?
Ooh.
Mr. Jay-Z.
There's a certain part of me that feels like maybe she would end up with like...
Don't you steal mine?
No, like a sports star.
Oh, like an athlete?
Like an athlete.
Okay.
You know I don't know the athletes, but like... No, I wasn't going to give like a name, but like maybe somebody like...
Like an older or younger? Same
maybe
age?
older, but maybe like... Not like, oh, like a football player. I'm talking like, what if she married like a tennis star or something? Or like either that or like a billionaire. Like a tech billionaire.
I was going to say, I see somebody not in the like fame situation, but kind of like what Eve did. She went and married that rich white man. Don't nobody know who he is, but like he's famous low key. Like that kind of vibe where he's like more not in front of the camera, not in the limelight as much. I like that.
Okay, cool.
Are you going to ask me who I think it is?
I thought you just said it. You just said a tech person.
No, I was agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Raven, what about you?
I think she'd be married to Chris Martin.
Really?
From Coldplay.
Coldplay?
Okay, listen.
Not the Disney audience back there.
Ooh. And this is why. So you know that he used to be married to old girl, Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow. And they used to be like couple friends, right? So they would like double date and all this. When I went to see Coldplay in Atlanta, Kelly Rowland was the guest person.
Oh, I bet your tits were out.
I screamed. My head popped off my body. I screamed so loud. I'm surprised I'm still here today. And I ain't popped nothing up
to be with us.
Seriously. And the way that he introduced her, he was like, and back in the day, I don't know what accent he has.
Back in the day.
He was like, it was 1997. And, you know, we were doing a talk show, and the most majestic, most beautiful creatures I've ever seen in my life come walking through the door. Like, this is how he's talking about. I'm like, ooh, who he saw? And he was like, and it was the women of Destiny's Child, and we had never seen people so beautiful. I mean, just going on and on and on. And I said, Chris was trying to get him a little chocolate, didn't they?
Literally.
He said, I like that one and that one and that one and that one. And I was like, also, if I was his wife, I'd be like, okay, man, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
But he talks about them, about how much he loved them. He speaks so highly of her. And it's just something is giving like this, in an alternate universe, this worked out.
Yeah.
So that's my pick.
And they shoot across the sky.
Yeah, and they would actually low-key be kind of cute together. And I can see Beyonce with like a white man.
Has Beyonce said anything about Chris Martin?
I don't think so.
No, this is all from your imagination.
Yeah, I don't think so. No. But she did perform with him at the Super Bowl. Which, I mean, Bruno Mars was there too, so I don't know what that means.
In another life, in another life. It's Bruno and Chris Martin.
But they have a documented, like, good friendship. So I think it's cute.
I love that.
They'd be cute together.
He talks about Kelly Rowland the way I talk about you.
Okay. Don't start.
I'd marry you in a heartbeat, girlfriend.
Okay. What?
Is Beyonce in the Illuminati?
Why everybody got to be in the Illuminati?
Why, if you are remotely a little successful, you have met with a secret group of people and signed your soul over to the devil?
It's just a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. My vote is no.
Yeah.
And I know what people are going to say. They throw up the diamonds. Throw the diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe. Like Rock Nation, a diamond, a rock. I get the like, not you. You don't have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
When they do that, well, yeah, because they do that.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What's Rock Nation?
His company.
Okay.
His like recording
Okay.
I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
I'll take
I'm
that.
gonna
I'll
stop
take
while
that. Okay. So I get why people would think that maybe because she's rich and powerful and wonderful and beautiful and like God don't give with both hands. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not personally think that she is in the Illuminati. I don't know if I even believe in the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's funny is the Illuminati comes from like another thing. It comes from like a whole nother thing with like Freemasonry and all this stuff like that.
Wait, is that real? For real?
The Illuminati, yeah.
It comes from the Freemasons.
Yeah.
That always sound like white supremacists. I don't know if it is, so don't say that. Like, but it sound white supremacy to me.
Yeah, it's a little national treasury. I think you can be successful.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can have power and not be some evil secret society thing. Because here's the thing too. I've worked in the music industry. These people are friends with people.
Right, coworkers.
Literally.
They're just coworkers.
Now when she threw up the diamond at the Super Bowl and then the lights went out for 20 minutes, I can see how people were a little drunk and they were like, what's going on here? You know, that kind of thing. But no, I don't think that. And I think it's weird that anybody who has any remote success, because tech billionaires and stuff, do we accuse them of being in the Illuminati?
My next question was going to be, what white people is in it? Because it ain't never no white people accused of being in the Illuminati.
Well, apparently now everybody thinks Taylor Swift's in the Illuminati. Look at Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
They don't say that as much, but when she was at the height of her fame, it's always when someone's at the height
of their fame.
And I think it's a talking point for people who don't like something to get an audience off of those people.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot
No,
take.
I don't think Benanzi.
What is that? Who is Benanzi?
Benanzi. That's Sasha Fierce's second cousin. That's Benanzi.
Not Benanzi.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
cute.
Yeah, you go.
All right.
Draw.
Y'all messy.
What?
Y'all messy. And I see what Angelo tried to do. He tried to get me to talk about my girl. The question is Beyonce a good actress?
Okay. Do you want to start? You drew it.
Okay.
It's giving Beyonce's not above critique.
Beyonce's not above critique. The answer is no. She's not a good actress.
Across the board.
This is my problem with Beyonce. Okay, I'm going to start with the positive. I'm going to compliment Sandwich Hub right now.
There you go.
Dreamgirls, she did okay. Right? Mm-hmm. I thought the role is very muted. Like, it didn't take a lot. And it was very, like, parallel to her personality. Mm-hmm. I thought she did better. My issue with Beyonce, one, I cannot believe I'm saying this on camera and get recording.
On her internet.
Beyonce, if you see this, I love you so much, okay? I love you. She pulls you out of the movie. When she was Nala, everybody, let's get information. Why is the tiger from Texas?
Simba.
Why is the tiger from Houston? I'm confusion. Help me understand.
Yeah.
My second thing.
Okay.
In Austin Powers, she tends to overact a little. And it hurts me to say that, but I'm Thirsty Cleopatra and I'm a whole lot of... It's like, girl, really then.
Wasn't that her first movie, though?
Bring it back in. No, their first movie was Fighting Temptations.
Oh, yes.
And she did fine.
Swing low.
Which she did fine in, because it was like an ensemble situation, but also like... It also kind of matched her personality.
But the first time you see her in that movie, she's singing.
Yes. She does better when it's like a singing movie.
Okay.
But in Obsessed, she overacted a little bit in that one too. So like, but also everything, you can't be great at everything all the time, every day, always, all things at once, every day.
T.
So like, she is stellar at being an artist, and you don't have to be a good actress, Beyonce. We love you anyway.
Amen. This is my thing too.
Oh, no. You about to say something shady.
No. Because I agree with you. I adore Beyonce. I actually liked the Fighting Temptations. I've only seen Dreamgirls once. It was a little long, but I loved it. Jennifer Hudson, 8. Down, sang it, down, all that stuff. Still listen to the music. Another huge artist in this arena, Taylor Smith.
Why are we bringing up Taylor Smith?
Let me tell you.
She got to do with anything.
She's musical in all the ways. I will never see one of her movies.
Oh, yeah. She was in Cats.
She was in Cats.
No, she was good in the Lorax. I'm dead.
Her voice only?
She was really good in the Lorax.
That movie where she gets thrown under a bus, The Giver, where she's like, I don't want to see all those memories.
I
was
said
like,
what
girl.
I said. She ate the Lorax down.
Good morning. I can't do it. Anyways, the music speaks for itself for both. Anyways.
Let me help you because your hand too big to fit through the glass.
Did you just comment on my body?
No, your hand?
This is my body.
I'm just saying that, like, I didn't want your hand to get stuck in here. I was saving your life.
Oh, suddenly you're helpful. Got
Go
it.
on.
Okay, cool.
Oh, no.
Did Beyonce deserve Album of the Year? If so, which one?
That's hard. Didn't Beck beat her?
Mm-hmm.
Beck, that's the one she should have got. I don't remember who it was for. I don't
What
remember what album it was. Beck.
Beck, okay.
Okay, because the year also, and this is why what makes it hard.
Okay.
Because let's start with the first question.
Let's
Even
start.
though you didn't ask me, I just did what you do to me all the time.
Okay.
Yes, she deserved Album of the Year. If some people can win it 4 times, she could have won it once. Right?
That's shade.
I'm just saying, no shade.
Only one person's won it 4 times.
I'm just saying, but if some people can win it multiple times, let's say that, then she deserves to win 1, right?
Okay.
If Stevie Wonder has won 2, Beyonce should at least have 1. Now, the hard part is it Lemonade? To me, it should have been Lemonade, but also Adele had a stellar year that year. Mm-hmm. So you can't
that was the year 25 came out, right?
Yeah, that's like a real big toughie.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to pick an album, though, that in my opinion should have won Album of the Year, it would be Lemonade.
Okay, I like that.
Thoughts?
I think mine would be Renaissance.
Renaissance. Renaissance.
I don't know. I think I just encapsulate it too. Like we were coming out of like hard lockdown with COVID. It was just the way the album was. Well, she always does concept albums. And she does them amazingly.
Right.
But you know what? Mid thought. I agree with you. I think I'm going to say Lemonade. The visuals, the whole story, it got the audience talking. Like Adele, you could not get a ticket to that concert.
No.
I think I'm going to, you swayed me. Yes. It was the dress. Yes. Yes.
It was my beehive yellow. Okay.
And your 2 honeycombs. Yeah, there we go. So that's what it was. I agree. It should have been that, especially over Beck.
I just felt like, no shade to Beck. I'm sorry, Beckford.
But where's he been?
Is that one person or is it a group?
I think it's...
and see, that's why you shouldn't have won. Because who? I'm sure you're lovely, Beckford. But I don't...
Beckford.
I
It's
don't
actually
know.
Beckington.
Oh.
I'm lying. Go ahead.
Ooh. What really went down on that elevator?
There's $1 billion on the elevator. Let me tell you what. I consumed that video like
Baby.
candy. I was like, nah.
I was like, how many times can I watch it so I can look at everybody's facial expression, so I can see everybody's everything? I rewound and rewinded it.
Yes, and Shalon just pop.
First of all, don't F with Solange. Solange has been
She's gone off on newscasters.
But she has said, like, I will go off behind my sister, and she is not playing. That's the kind of sister you want. Because the way she kicked that man, what do you think he did?
I
know the tea.
You know the tea? I've heard it was, she found out before Beyonce did that he was cheating. And she said, oh, now we're alone. Ha!
See, I heard that the hoe, I hate calling women hoes, but I said what I said. The hoe that he was cheating with came up to their table at the event.
And he was like...
And played in her face.
Oh. In Solange and Beyonce?
And they were all at a table together. Whoever this woman is, who allegedly was sleeping with Jay-Z, came up to the table on some...
Becky with the good hair.
On some, like, bold stuff. And I guess Solange felt like he didn't handle it the way he should have handled it. And she handled him the way she felt like he needed to be handled.
She said, Beyonce's not going to do this, so I will.
She spit on that man. That's when you know you fire red mad. Now, my favorite part is the way they pulled it together and got it cute when them elevator doors open.
The pictures you see in getting in the elevator, Beyonce's like, and Solange is like, and Jay-Z's kind of like.
The way that they pulled it together, they said, we are professionals.
Yes. She said, I'm going to get you on the floor 1.
Also, the way Beyonce in the elevator was like, this ain't my business.
She stood right back.
She stood in the corner and
she
was
didn't
like,
stop it.
No.
She said, this is not my business. Get on Solange.
But also, she just has such a sweet demeanor that
Solange?
you gotta, no, Beyonce.
What?
Solange too, but you gotta have that fire in your life. I'm the fire in other people's lives.
You're the fire in
like
my
those
life.
people who are like, oh, I'm just like really nice. I'm like, no, like, no.
Yes.
You have to have that in your world because people will try you.
Yeah.
And see, she should have snatched that heifer ponytail out when she came up to that table.
She played right. She played smart. She played quick. She's mongoose. Have you not heard that?
No.
The snake and the mongoose? Mongoose can
Okay,
kill
I don't wanna
snakes.
do this.
Okay, whatever. Okay, I'll draw.
Go on, get on.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, is Beyonce and Taylor Swift really friends, or is it just for publicity? Because they went to each other's little movie premieres.
Okay, what do you think?
I think they're friendly in the business, and I think that they honestly got together and they said, we should gag the girls. We should show up to each other's movie premieres. And we almost thought Taylor wasn't going to show up because, remember, Beyonce did 2 premieres.
Right.
And she didn't show up to the first one. Everybody was like, wow, okay. And then she showed up in London and everybody was like, oh, okay. So I think they're friendly. I think they can probably look at each other as probably 2 of the most successful people in the industry right now and be like, girl. And she's like, girl. And they're like,
I think that, good job.
I kept it concise.
Yeah, that was good. You did
you.
good. Good job. Sorry about that.
I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm teaching.
Okay, enough is enough.
You go.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited to hear your take on this.
Okay.
What's Beyonce's best album?
Ooh, okay. Let me think about it. Personally, I loved Renaissance.
Okay.
Renaissance for me, first of all, the dedication she did for the album to her Uncle Johnny. It's going to start there. As a gay man, loved that. She's bringing back music to who originally created it.
We love that.
Yes, and I loved the flow of it. I love that it doesn't, you literally have to listen to the album because it starts as a song is ending. No visuals. But it was also the concert that I got to see her do, and it was just so fun, and it was coming out of COVID.
Yeah.
And so it was just this like, we're going to dance. And here's the thing, some pop girlies right now, they're releasing new stuff. I like it. It's giving Xanax.
Yeah.
It's giving
we're
Valium.
in a sad girl era.
And I'm like, I need you to pop a Percocet, okay? And Beyonce was giving me Percocet. I feel like falling
Beyonce
in
gave
love.
no one Percocets.
Yeah.
That's against the law.
She gave me a musical Percocet.
You gotta make it.
Percocet,
You gotta
okay?
make it clear and
this
make it
set
plain.
is perked. That's what I'm
Okay,
talking about.
okay.
I feel like falling in love.
Okay.
And I did. I believed in love after that.
That's nice.
What about you?
Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna say Lemonade. I could have said self-titled.
Is that the first one?
No.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry.
It's not. Because that was when like it turned into like more vulnerable, like really letting us in. Beyonce is private with a capital P. So like to see like a little bit of aspect of her life through the music, like that's the only way she's gonna give it to us is through the music. And I just felt like Lemonade was like
Beginning to end personal.
no skips. So good, visually so cool. The rollout was perfection. That's when people realized Beyonce was black. It was just
The SNL skit.
It was just an awakening for all.
Yes.
And I loved, like, it was such a smart time to release that album. So I'm gonna go with Lemonade.
And it was that surprise drop.
It was a surprise. Look, she love a surprise drop. I love a surprise drop.
You do. All right. Is it me or you?
You, on
Okay.
to the next.
Is Beyonce lying about her real age?
Oh, that's people say that. People say that when Destiny's Child started, that they pretended that they were younger than they actually were.
Beyonce was a 30-year-old woman.
Literally, so now she'd be 76.
That's not true. I can literally, if you're listening, she has the Beyonce corner or the Destiny's Child corner, and all these photos, she looks young.
She was young. Ouch.
She was young. So I don't believe that.
I don't either. I just feel like that's a lot.
That's someone who's very bored.
Also,
on the
baby,
internet.
Google. I feel like get the girl's birth certificate.
Yeah.
Because they say she's 42.
Yeah.
So, well, she is 42. I shouldn't say
They say she's 42 years old, but we've got her birth certificate right here. It's
No.
giving 2008.
And she's.
I had to. I'm sorry.
You're really stupid. Why would you say that?
Why would I make you laugh? Is it always you're stupid? You can just say that's funny.
Not the birthers being after Beyonce next. First Barack, now Beyonce.
Was she really born in Houston, Texas? Yes. Everything about it.
Yeah, and
Yes.
she's really 42. And It's
Yes.
really fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think.
I'll hold this while you draw.
I think she's 42.
Are we about to be annoyed?
This is so stupid. Is Beyonce a devil worshiper?
I'll let you go because I have a lot to say.
No.
So you're going to keep it quick.
I mean, they do a wonderful arrangement of Amazing Grace, and I don't know how many devil worshipers do that.
Exactly.
Google it.
Okay. I know I can run on long, and I'm going to try and be quick. I'm going to be quick with it because we got some questions, but I'm going to be honest. This lights my fire in the worst way. When it comes to her, Taylor Smith, Dula Peep, anybody who has a remote ounce of success, because I come from this background. And I'm not going to trauma dump on the podcast.
Please don't, because we only got a little bit of time.
Oh, I'm trying to be quick.
Okay.
But this narrative that you cannot be a successful person without going into some dark room and signing your soul over to the devil.
The devil.
It annoys me. And then Christians especially, and I'm talking about my own people here, love to build a whole brand off of taking somebody else's brand down and calling it demonic.
Okay,
we've seen it with Beyonce.
Hot take.
Taylor Swift, Twilight, that little Harry boy, Harry Potter. I couldn't remember his name.
Who are you, Harry Styles? He's
all
just
these
British.
things, and they like shield their children from it. And it's like, this is so weird to me. But you're also building your own brand, especially Christian influencers now on TikTok. I told you,
they quick to say somebody a devil worshiper.
Devil worshiper, and I'm like, first of all, they're like, look at this performance. She's got these clothes on, and then she's doing this thing with the fire, and she's got red lights. I'm like, you as a Christian know a lot about a satanic ritual for somebody who's not of this world, but in it. That's what I'm going to say. Second thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to wrap it up with a bow. For somebody who thinks somebody's a devil worshiper, why do you know the catalog, the songwriters, every song, how long the songs are? You are really diving into her music to just warn people about what it is. I listened to the album front to back 3 times just to warn mamas on Facebook. I'm warning you, don't let them listen to Beyonce. I listened to it 5 times so you didn't have to. Shut up. Just say you like Beyonce. It's like that preacher who was calling it a hive. She's like, she's a witch. And then 5 years ago, she was like, I was on the round tour, girl. It was so fierce.
I know exactly
she doesn't
who
worship the devil.
I know exactly who. You breathe hard and everything. You really got it.
I hate it. I'm like, as Christians, go focus on something else.
It's not over.
Go focus on something else.
Okay, I agree.
Next question.
Wait,
you said you were going to keep it short.
Throw it back. Not so rough.
You.
Okay. I agree. I also think it's giving Waterboy, Bobby Boucher, mama with everything the devil. Everything can't be the devil, everybody. Some stuff just is. It's the music the devil, the outfits the devil.
Aren't people who worship the devil, like, as the Christians are proud to worship God, aren't devil worshippers proud to worship the devil?
Most devil worshipers be like openly devil worshipering.
Mm-hmm.
So
and they don't care what you think.
Yeah, so like I just think that,
Next question. Oh, I'm hot.
You should be. Because you just did a lot. Would Beyonce be as famous if Aaliyah was still alive?
That's giving J-Lo Selena stuff. I'm going to let you take that one because I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
What's the tea?
I think it's because they were so similar at that time. But I think, like, unfortunately, we didn't get to see Aaliyah's career blossom and it got cut short. So it's a hard comparison, but like they kind of came out the blocks the same time, similar look, similar sound. Like they were really similar. Granted, Aaliyah was solo and Beyonce was in the group, but I feel like that's not a fair comparison because, like I said, we don't get to see.
But why are they compared to one another?
Because of everything I just said.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But why like Aaliyah and not somebody like Monica or somebody?
Because Monica, it just wasn't the same vibe. It was different time periods and wasn't like Aaliyah and Beyonce were very much like people like compared them a lot. It is like
Britney Christina.
Yeah, thank you. Good job. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very much that. And like R.I.P. Aaliyah, like I think she would have had a beautiful career. Mm-hmm. I think vocally, like they're really different too. But yeah, I think Beyonce's merits are based on Beyonce and not what everybody else doing.
That's true. And to wrap it up, if it's Boeing, we ain't going, okay?
Stupid. Them planes do be falling at the sky. It's always something wrong with a Boeing.
See, okay. Is that Beyonce's real hair?
Speak on it, bitch. You're like, what the is happening?
The fear that went through my eyes. Okay, I'm going to tread lightly here.
You could defer to me if you want.
There's hair,
Yeah.
but there's weave.
Yeah.
So 50-50. Depends on the day.
You sound like a straight man right now.
What's
hair.
toilet paper? Should I use it on my ass?
So they're saying that like Beyonce's natural hair, girl, people messy.
Where did you get these questions from, Angelo?
People say that like she tries to claim it's her natural hair when it's not.
Okay.
I don't know why it makes nobody any never mind.
Yeah.
She looks good. Her hair always looks good. Especially now that Sacred has come out, like people were like,
the hair products.
right, girl, don't act like you knew. Don't act like I'm not the one who told you. They're saying like, oh my gosh, like don't buy it. Beyonce really be having weave and da 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 da. I think it's her real. I think her real hair is her real hair. Obviously, Black girls, we don't get to be sweating on stage and stuff and get. People care about what our hair looks like. Mm-hmm. Let's say that. So, yeah, she probably is wearing a protective style on stage. Do you know what a protective style is?
A wig.
A wig is like something that like you don't have to manipulate your actual hair.
Yeah. May I ask a question?
I knew it was going to be question hour. What?
Because you said people said she doesn't deserve a hair product because that's her hair. It's not that kind of thing. Even if it's weave, don't you have to protect weave?
Yeah, but the product isn't. It's for like your natural hair.
This is giving. You don't have to ask a Black person. You can go do your own research.
Google.
So I'm gonna go.
Google, bitch. Google.
Who's Becky with the good hair? I know who it is.
Who is it?
I read deep down. It's that lady from Full House. Aunt Becky.
Aunt Becky?
Yes.
You are really dumb.
The lady who said her daughter was on the canoe team.
Lori Loughlin? You think Lori Loughlin, Becky with the good hair?
She said, hey, Jay-Z.
They would low-key be cute together. If it
wasn't a mistress situation.
If somebody was to snatch Jay-Z up like that, it would be an older white lady.
It would.
I feel like that's the vibe.
I told you it was. I told you.
It's
Who do you
not.
think it was?
Honestly, I don't know. You know, originally everybody was putting B's in Rachel Ray's comments because they got Rachel Ray and Rachel Roy mixed up. So the lady was over there trying to bake a cake and was getting flamed on Instagram.
So she was like, what? I'm just trying to make a 30-minute meal.
I know who it's not. It's not Rachel Ray.
Okay.
It wasn't her.
Is it Rachel Roy?
Okay, this is with the tea. They said people thought it was her because when the line came out, Better Call Becky with the good hair, she posted on Instagram, good hair, don't care, something, something, something. So people were saying she put herself in that line of fire. I don't really remember how it ended. Like, I don't remember how it was resolved or if we just moved on to the next thing. Mm-hmm. But she's been the only person named publicly that I know of.
So, you were talking about the elevator fight. Who came up to the table and was like, hey?
People think it was Rachel.
Oh, okay.
That's what they said.
I love it.
This word on the street. Ooh, this is messy too. Has Beyonce had plastic surgery? And if so, what?
Okay, see, now when they ask somebody like a white celebrity or like J-Lo, I'm like, girl, yes. Mm-hmm. You've had something nipped and tucked. Now, Beyonce is in her 40s, so I know people who are in their 20s who get a little Botox. Do you think that counts as work? Okay. Plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Under the knife.
Filler or like Botox, I don't think that counts as plastic surgery.
I've seen many times in my life, black don't crack. So I think if she's had work done, it's been maybe like Botox or something that's not considered plastic surgery.
Okay.
Because her daddy had her running on the treadmill in heels.
true.
That'll give you a booty.
Hot take.
What about you?
I think she's had plastic surgery.
Really?
100%.
Okay, what?
Mommy makeover, 100,000%.
Like, had the kids get a little nip tuck?
Yes. She carried them twins. And you know, them twins will stretch your stomach out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't, but yeah.
She don't have no loose skin.
Mm-hmm.
I think she had that slipped on there. And she had them titties. The titties be titty, and I think she had them perked up. Mm-hmm. And I think, I don't know. If I had to pick something, that's what I think she had done.
Okay.
Just because, like...
She said, before you put the organs back in, get a little snip, snip.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Some people say she had a nose job. I this is how I feel.
Okay.
Because we've known her so long, personally, my homegirl, Beyonce, we've seen her face change over the years, but it's hard to compare 16-year-old nose to 42-year-old nose, especially once the makeup movement started on YouTube. Because then everybody had different noses.
Everybody is shape-shifting.
Yeah, literally shape-shifting. You can contour, you can change, you can mix, you can match. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe.
Okay.
I wouldn't say no, but like if she did have a nose job, it's a good one.
Well, she always does those crazy diets too, so it would not shock me if some of it is just from her not going with.
Because she will eat a grape and air.
The Coachella documentary, I just got to say
weeks.
this. When she's like, no sugar, no bread, no fish, no nothing, and she calls Jay-Z and she's like, I finally fit into this dress. And he's like, all right, cool, I'll call you back. I would have been like,
I wanted to throw
sleep
the phone.
on the couch.
Because not me, no dairy, fun-free, fat-free, flavor-free, air-free, death-free, leaven-free. She wouldn't eat nothing.
Nothing.
And that baby got up there and danced all hard.
And then Jay-Z
And then
goes,
people want to say she a devil worshiper after she
literally.
did all this.
Or maybe she just works hard. Maybe you should try it.
Shade.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I think I know what it is for you. What's Beyonce's biggest miss?
Ooh.
Pink Panther. The song was fire,
Dang.
though. Check on me if you got it, flaunt it, but I know
That's
you
not where I
want
would have
it.
started. I would have started, ooh, girl, you looking like what you see. Once you come over and check up on it, you're a little off.
I'm not.
You were a little off.
Do it again.
Okay. Here.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, girl, you looking like you like what you see. Won't you come over and check up on it? I'ma let you work up on it. Ladies, let them check up on it. Watch it while you check up on it. Then he didn't know the lyrics. Not you fumbled.
But was it right?
At the finish line. It was better.
It was better?
It was
Okay.
definitely better.
Okay. If somebody wants to sponsor me for voice lessons, comment below.
Please do.
Okay.
Do us all a favor. My friend Blake, and I'm just playing. Just playing. Jokes.
Go.
Biggest miss for Beyonce is got to be when she dropped Ivy Park without extended sizes. So she dropped an Ivy. I think it was like the first Ivy Park like big drop.
That's the clothing line.
The clothing line.
Got it.
And I think it went up to like a 1X. And to me, with her having the fan base she has and knowing the people who support her, it felt like a really big miss. They eventually remedied the situation. I'm pretty sure they came out with an apology, and then they
but not bigger sizes?
They did it. They did
Okay.
extend it, but I think it was like Adidas or whoever she do it through, Adidas.
Adidas.
Only go up to a certain size, so they had to like work with them to get extended sizing. But I remember that being a really big deal, and I thought that was a mess.
That is true.
What about you?
That's why I couldn't go by Ivy Park.
Shut up, Blake. What's your biggest miss?
I told you.
Oh, no, you were being serious?
No.
Pink Panther?
I would say her biggest miss was probably... No, I'm going to stick with my answer.
Okay, listen. Say it with your chest.
Say it with your whole chest. Okay, we got one more.
Last but
Would you
not
like to do the
least.
honors, Miss Beehive? What? Okay. Okay, I got you.
Ooh, this is a good one.
I like that little tune you just wrote.
Is Beyonce country?
I don't want to do this again. I already went off on
You've
the
been
devil
hollering a
worshipers.
lot today.
I really have. I've already gone off on the devil worshipers and things like that, or the people who think she worships the devil. This is what I'm going to say. You go first.
No. I want
Me?
you to go first.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the thing. In college, I took one class on the history of country music, and it was enough to know that country music was not started by the Carter family and white people. Not the Carter family, them, like in the 20s. Okay, the naked statue downtown, the Carter family. So when she wants to release a country album, I'm going to be on board with my dun 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 dun. Let's go, girls.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
100%.
The people online who are, this ain't tech, slams radio off. You're not doing that to any other song you don't like. And I've heard plenty of country music that is absolute okay?
Ooh, not that.
And it's going number one on country radio. Some of my friends have written those songs.
Oh!
That's what I'm going to say. Not the Carrie Underwood one, though, Lydia. We love you. Anyways, this is what I'm going to say.
Oh
if Beyonce...
Not our homegirl, Lydia. We really do love her.
No, we love her. This is what I'm going to say. If she wants to do country music, you let her, because I guarantee you it'll be better than about 97% of the stuff that's on the radio right now. Texas Hold'em, already going all over the place. Yeah, is it maybe overplayed now? Sure, but it's because people like it and want to hear it. It's on every reel. It's on every TikTok. And guess what? Black people can do country music. I know that's crazy. Can I be very vulnerable and honest with you?
Sure.
When Darius Rucker got into country music, I could maybe cancel myself by saying this. There was a thought that went through my mind. I was like, do black people do country music? That doesn't feel right. That sounds horrible.
You are strong.
Shut up.
And patient.
No.
And kind.
Okay.
I can't believe that you would just...
Shut up. Is Beyonce's black? No. This is my thing. People who have gone on to
I didn't know this. We really on this soapbox.
People who've gone on to, I've had to check later years. They were checking me. They were like, do you know who Charlie Pride is? Do you know who so-and-so is? They were like, yes, Darius Rucker can do it. So I had to learn myself. And I'll be honest and admit that.
I love that.
So now when I hear people say, Mark's safe from liking that Beyonce song, you're just racist.
God dang.
That's the T.
Wow.
Because if you don't like the Sarah Evans song or the Rascal Flatts song, you don't make Facebook posts and YouTube videos about it.
We out here.
I said what I said. And to quote my Nubian goddess right here, I'll add more to it before I take it back. Do you have anything you would like to add to that?
I'm going to say a word or two, and I agree with everything you said. Very astute. I hate that. I think she's country because she grew up in Texas. And country people live there, and they sing songs there. Beyonce, a grown-ass woman, and can do whatever the hell she want to do. Now you got me cussing on the internet.
She has a song, Grown Woman.
Even if she not. Let's say she not country. What that got to do with you? Nothing. So that's my answer. She could do whatever the hell she want to do. I do think she's country. But it's irrelevant because everybody else get to do what they want to do and jump from genre to genre and say what they want to say and sing what they want to sing. So she gonna get to be able to do the same thing.
Or you get a country artist now who's literally doing synths and beats.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is a song called Homegrown Hometown. And everybody's like, yes, come on, roll tide.
Why we had to get in it?
Exactly. And on that note.
No, my people just caught a stray. God dang.
Okay.
No, I agree. And music is, you can't put people in a box.
No.
It's not fair. And like I said, it's not fair that we let some artists be creative and go outside the box and try other genres, and then we try to pigeonhole other artists and say that they can't do that. Also, I really love that now on all my social media, it is like feeding me all of these black country artists.
Really?
That I had. There's just one girl, I think her name's Tanner Adele. I'm at the mini mart in a mini skirt, about to steal your man in a torn up t-shirt.
Do you know about Black Opry?
Yes, I do know about Black
We
Opry.
need to go. I want to go. My friend Tanner leads it, or like he organizes it.
Oh yeah. Like that girl, I love her, and she's like she kind of looks like Beyonce. Real cute girl, lives here in Nashville, I believe. Like it's been feeding me all of these like artists that like get, I guess, no play. And I don't know the politics of country music and all how that works, but it seems odd that we don't know any of these people. So yeah, I'm excited.
Why.
I'm excited for the album.
Yeah, I am too.
You know, I'm excited to hear the direction it's going to go in. Everything she's released so far has been so good. So we don't have that much longer to wait.
Which is exciting because next week
we're going to review the album.
We are, so we will.
Cowboy Carter comes out March 29th.
Maybe there will be some visuals. Telephone Part 2.
Seriously.
We'll see. Thank y'all so much for listening to this episode of Rewind, the podcast. We've enjoyed hanging out with you today. If you want to listen to other episodes of Rewind, you can listen wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. I'm not going to name all of them. I tell you this every single week. Go find it yourself. But if you want to watch the podcast and see our beautiful faces, you can head over to YouTube where you can watch every single episode and hopefully soon get some exclusive content. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment on anything you want to talk about. Just don't get too hateful. Raven.
Hi. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the best time. You can find me on Instagram at I am Raven Dawson.
And I am chronically online. You can find me on any social media site pretty much at Blake Rackley. And we will see you next week.
Roll Tide.
This ain't Texas.